Are we on? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we're on. We're on. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, so what's up, everybody? It's Friday. I was just watching Begin's stream. I love the commentary there. It's super cool. Um, I'm always bummed that I have to like leave his stream in the middle, or I guess he's like just wrapping up. But I love just chatting. And I was busy all morning, so I got like 10 minutes of the stream, maybe. So I was super bummed about that. Just because like it's cool talking with him. He's a super, just seems like a super cool human being to hang out with and talk with. So yeah, we're gonna continue our search engine today. Um, like always, this is like me kind of figuring stuff out as I go. And it's for sure like Q&A. Like I'm gonna be doing JavaScript today, which I'm super rusty at. I think like I mentioned this last time. I think last time I did JavaScript for real was jQuery in like 2000. I want to say 2006 or 7. So like jQuery, you know what I mean? Like doing dollar. What is it? Like let's open up code here. Like doing dollar document whatever. Let me see. Something like this. You know, like dollar whatever, hash my element, and then dot click, and then you do like a function, because in those days there was no JavaScript like anonymous function. So you do that, and then you would like, it would pass you in the element to the callback, and then you do like l.inner html equals, oh no, you would do this, l.html equals, you know, div whatever, and you put in more stuff, and then blah blah blah. Like you keep going like this. And I actually found that pretty cool. I enjoyed that a lot. But for real, like that's not, now that I'm getting into like Svelte on this search engine, and I've played with React, and I've played with, what else have I played with? Vue, played with Vue. Never really touched Angular, but I've heard decent things about Angular too. It seems like, you know, the whole ecosystem. There's lots of stuff in the ecosystem. There's Ember also. So you got like React, Ember, Svelte. Man, what else is there? So Begenbach, thanks for the raid. Welcome everybody. We are gonna continue with the search engine today. Doing some little bit more Go, a little bit of JavaScript, a little bit of deploying to the cloud. Anakim, what's up? Dr. Doomberg, what's up? Zanus, what's up? Thanks for joining. We're just getting started. I'm talking about how rusty I am with JavaScript. Talking about my jQuery days, the good old days of jQuery. But don't get me wrong, jQuery is still around. It's still alive and kicking. I have done, what's up, Tinker? I have done like npm install jQuery like a bunch of times recently. It's still alive and kicking. So don't count jQuery out just yet. I don't know if this is true. Someone in chat, if you're a JS guru, tell me if this is true or not. But Neurokyle, thanks for the follow. I noticed a couple other folks before. Stickle Me Pickle, thanks for the follow. Skip Note, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, so like I don't know if you're what about, thanks for the follow as well. So yeah, like what if you're writing nope, totally not me. Appreciate the follow. jQuery 3.0 popping off. Tinker think, yes, jQuery. Eric.dev, me too. I'm attempting to do a crap ton of JavaScript this week, fighting NPM. Same. Same. And I noticed, oh, Xanos, you only really use jQuery in another if another library forces you to. Oh, you like vanilla JS. Oh, so you would be something like document.getElements by ID. What is it? Help me out. Is it something like this? And then it's like on click. Something maybe like that. So jQuery is just a shortener to this, right? I feel like that's why I picked up jQuery back in the day. Oh, you need an event listener. I thought, oh wait. Event listener. Let's see what an event listener is. DOM event listener. Add event listener. I got you. So .on is not regular stock out of the box standard library kind of stuff. Add event listener, and then you pass in click and then a callback. Oh, and then there's a use capture. Okay, that's a callback. So okay. Yeah, you like raw DOM. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess maybe I didn't learn this. Oh, it feels like a more readable. Yeah, I can see that. Add event listener instead of just like dot click. Because dot click, like, I don't know, maybe that means you're going to click on something instead of listen for a click. Skip node jQuery was primarily for cross-browser consistency without polyfills and shims. It's a very thin wrapper. Yeah, I felt like it's a thin. To me, it feels like it's just like not too much abstraction, not too thick, I guess. I mean, just use the opposite term. What you use, like, it's not too thick, and I enjoy that. Yeah. Add event listener is more like reacting to it. Yeah, not acting like dot click. I guess jQuery is too like drilled into my head. I think that's what it is. Like, I've just used it so much that I'm like, you can pry jQuery from my cold dead hands. I'm kind of still like that kind of old man kind of mantra, I guess. Oh yeah, compared to Svelte, it's huge. Yes, Svelte. I mean, Svelte, React, Svelte, Ember, Angular. What I've seen about Angular, definitely React as well. When I jumped in, my first one of those frameworks was React, and I really like the way React is set up. Don't get me wrong. I like the whole idea of like your CSS, your JavaScript, your HTML, it's all in one place. That was kind of like, let's see, that was kind of like, I don't know, back in the day, or not really back in the day, kind of nowish, like you're building a Swift app for iOS, or you're building Android, or you're building Dart. All that stuff is kind of in the same place as well. And it's kind of all standardized. So you don't, I didn't really have to think too much about like, we need to do, you remember those CSS tricks or those JS tricks to like deal with Internet Explorer 8? Yeah, IE 8 and below. You had to do those comments and stuff. I mean, it didn't feel like I had to do that as much. Oh yeah, Yang, what's up? Unidirectional data flow FTW. Yeah, for sure. Although I got tripped up. I know maybe I think you know some more React than me, like way more React than me, but I always get tripped up when I have to call back up the tree. Eric.dev using Svelte now, trying to do stuff with D3 too. Yeah. Oh yeah, D3. What do we got? JavaScript D3. I think that's a animations library. Oh, data-driven docs. Yeah, visualization stuff. I mean, I like this. This is super cool. Oh yeah, and they've got raw DOM right here. Nothing fancy to here except when we go to here. Nice. Yeah, very cool. Maybe we'll get some awesome visualizations in the search engine eventually. That'd be rad. Yeah, so I started in this whole like React world, and I enjoyed it. That's kind of why I wanted to try out Svelte, because has that kind of like the same unidirectional data flow, kind of like the same idea of like you're building up components. You can go as small as you want. It's got asynchronous function support, async await stuff. I'm into it, but I'm still, I think Eric.dev, you said this a couple minutes ago, like I'm still dealing with NPM, and it uses this build tool called Rollup. So this is not Webpack. I'm used to Webpack. And this is rollup.js. Oh yeah, and here's Webpack. I'm used to Webpack. Oh, Tinkerthink, you like D3 too. You were initially P5JS. I don't know what that is at all. P5JS, creative coding, focus on making coding accessible and inclusive for art. Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool. What is this all about? Tinkerthink Eric is a celebrity. Yeah, he is. He's a celebrity in a lot of different areas, not just Go and JS too. He's done a lot of IoT. Well, yeah, he's done IoT stuff on his stream. Also a super cool person in general. He's really nice to work with as well. What is this all about? Reference. You can find what you're looking for. Editor. Nice. They have an online editor. Background. Oh, we're creating a background. Okay, I got you. Get started. How do we get started? Your first sketch. Oh, skip note, there's a Svelte Webpack template you can use. Oh, we're going to open that one up real quick. Eric, you're not a celebrity? That's what, yeah, Rockaboo, that's what celebrities say. Hey, DeFox, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, that's what celebrities say. Yeah, you got to downplay yourself. That's how you know you're truly a celebrity. Truly a celebrity. Yeah. But, you know, I think a lot of software engineers and tech people, I think we do downplay ourselves. You know, not, even non-celebrities like myself, like we do downplay ourselves. I think, hey, Dratsuk, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I think that we sort of downplay ourselves maybe because like we either think what we're doing is easy because we don't remember how hard it was to learn. I don't know. Maybe some of us are shy. I get shy sometimes for sure, especially when people are like commenting on my work. Here is different because I know I'm going to screw up a lot, and I just want to show that. I want to show like every engineer screws up. You know, that this is all about like learning. So I'm not as, I guess not as shy about that. But when it's work, like when it's writing a system for work that's going to get deployed and that's more like, you know, making money kind of thing. That's where I get shy about like someone seeing my code and, I mean, whether or not they like it or hate it, like during code review, sometimes I'm just like, ooh, I'm not ready for this. Yeah, DeFox, trying to find a job and downplaying my skills when I shouldn't. My friends always say, yeah, you are good. Keep going. Yeah. And that's the thing. We are all good in some area of tech, of programming, of coding, of whatever. We all have got our own like viewpoint, our own experiences, our own skills. And this is why they say diverse teams are better. It's because we all contribute our own viewpoint, skills, like our work style. We all contribute it differently, and that stuff adds up. And that's the thing. Like I used to run, I kind of still do run an open source project, and we try to get new people involved. Even beginner, it's a Go project, so we try to get even beginner Go people involved. And that's the single biggest thing is people think they're not good enough. But even the beginners, like you can start on that project or any project, you can start just by like writing docs or setting it up, just setting it up and like tell the people who have been doing it for a while on that project, just like tell us what happened. Did it break? Were you confused about something and whatever? And then you kind of go from there. Oh yeah, also fun 4 years in university, and now you started to learn that I know how to code. Yep. I mean, I've been coding for I don't know, like 15 years or something, and that's not a humble brag at all because I know I learned how to code in some places, but you'll see here, like the JavaScript world, like I discover over and over that I don't know what the hell I'm doing in JavaScript land, and that's a real thing. Like every time I learn a language, I was learning Rust a while back, a month or two ago, and it was the same thing. Rust has some super complicated concepts. My very first language was C and then C++ after that. And I was like, yeah, Rust is like super low level. I'm going to get this. It's really cool. But Rust is more modern and it's got some really complicated stuff. And, you know, I was kind of humbled, honestly. I was kind of humbled because I went in super cocky, super confident. And I'm not too proud to say that. Like I went in super confident, super cocky, and Rust corrected that real fast. It beat me down real fast. So, you know, it goes both ways, I guess. So, we've got a Webpack plugin. I don't know if I should go down this route or what. Install Surge. Oh, I don't know what Surge is. Here we go. Yeah, what's Surge? Oh, now. Oh, this is under deploying to the web. Okay, I don't need to deploy to the web right now. Defox, Python is great, but damn, all the OpenCV stuff or Raspberry Pi stuff. Yeah, libraries everywhere. Yeah, OpenCV is in Rust. OpenCV is in Go. OpenCV is in obviously C++ and C. Where have I seen it? I think I saw OpenCV in PHP, Ruby. And the thing is that all those languages are either built in C or somehow based in C. And so they have these C interfaces. Sometimes they're called FFI. Sometimes they're called, in Go, they're called CGO. And they all have this way to integrate C libraries up into the language itself. You just write kind of a bridge. Skipped out, what am I facing currently with Rollup? Nothing really. Nothing yet. I'm just super unfamiliar. The thing that I have to get over today first is that Rollup runs this HTTP server. And I've already got an HTTP server in Go. So I want to figure out how to get Rollup to build a JavaScript bundle and then have my HTTP server serve that bundle up. So that's the main thing I had to figure out. I got some ideas. I think if you've got ideas, throw them in the chat for sure. But I got some ideas too that I'm also gonna check out. Rockabrew, using OpenCV to read images and converting to ASCII text. That's awesome. That is pretty cool. So maybe we're gonna do that in the search engine. We're gonna get OpenCV into Go and do it in the search engine. We'll see. Just disable watch. Let's see. Where is watch? Rollup watch. Watch the public directory and refresh browser on changes when not in production. Oh, live reload. In dev mode, npm run start once the bundle has been generated. Excuse me. If we're building for production, okay, so it looks like Defox, I tried to make some kind of security camera. Tries to find human shapes, but damn, that hurt my brain bad. That hurt my brain. Yeah, sometimes I get that feeling. That hurt my brain. Yeah, I get that for sure. Eric did an IoT or a couple IoT streams that did. I don't remember if it was OpenCV. I think it was he did some stuff with NVIDIA, hardware and software that detected car shapes. And I think maybe detected some license plates inside the car shape also. So maybe you can check out some of those streams and just go back in his video history and see how he did that. I remember that stuff was super interesting. And like, I didn't get it until the very end, and then I saw it working, and I could kind of like go back and remember bits and pieces of what he was talking about before I saw the end point. And it kind of congealed a little bit more in my head, and it didn't hurt my brain as bad. I was at like 50% hurt instead of like 90% hurt. So that's a decent improvement. Yeah, okay, so is dev production... Oh, this is all the Svelte stuff. Okay, Svelte stuff. Cool. Comment out these two lines, 62 and 66, to disable the server. Okay, 62. Uh-oh. 62 and 66. Okay. So now we do npm run dev, I think. Go into the front end directory, npm run dev. Okay, so it created public /build/bundle.js. Okay. Oh, Zanus, did I figure out my audio issues? I don't think so. I don't think so. I changed the layout of my microphone, or the position of my microphone, and I noticed like the cable, I don't know if you might be able to see it or what, the cable is super loose. So I got a better, this is a USB mini B cable. I got a better cable, and crossing my fingers, I did find out that I can reproduce the issue, the stereo mono back to stereo issue, on like just video chats, not on streams. So I'm trying to figure out if I can try to just have like a bunch of video chats with friends and coworkers and stuff, and just see if I can continuously repro it there, and instead of like trying to repro it on the stream. That's annoying for all involved. But I'm hoping it's gonna be better soon. I don't know. This mic might be on its way out. I don't know. It's been a solid workhorse for I don't know 3 years now, 2-3 years now. But yeah, maybe we'll have to go with something else. Still got to figure out if it's a software or hardware. Pretty sure it's hardware because it happens on tons of different software. Good. No issues so far. Right on. That's awesome. All right. So we've got public/build/bundle.js. Where is that? Public build. Oh, hey, we got CSS. Hey, bundle. Okay. All right. So what do we got to do to get this out? So we got to do some Go for this. Okay. So that's inside the front end directory. We've got Go over here. We have to serve up an HTML page from Go. So for those who haven't seen this before, by the way, this is Echo. Echo is a Go library called, it's called Echo. I just said that. It's a Go library called Echo. It's a web framework. Kind of looks like a little bit like Sinatra from Ruby or Flask in Python. But Go doesn't have all the fancy, awesome, cool, like syntax, sugar. Yeah, sugar. We'll call it sugar. Syntax sugar, to make it like that much easier to write like HTML or just regular web apps. So it kind of looks more like just calling functions. But here you go. Like you create a new Echo instance. You do .node, create a new Echo instance. You use these things called middlewares. Yeah, skip node keeps me healthier without that sugar. Yeah, this is just like vegetables. We pretty much got vegetables. Oh yeah, Cang. Yeah, I guess yeah, it is more like Express because you're passing these callbacks basically. And just so you see what a callback looks like, what's a callback? What's a CB? It looks like this. So a callback is just a straight up function, takes in a context, returns an error, and then you do your thing. Oh, cache is king. Yes. This is, well, you can kind of see it here. Like compared to Sinatra. Sinatra takes big advantage of Ruby blocks, and Go doesn't have Ruby blocks. So it is kind of more like a callback based approach, where you literally have to pass a function and not just a do and an end. But yeah, do play with this. Let me know what you think. This is my, I kind of have two web frameworks that I turn to and Go. This is my web framework I go to when I'm primarily doing an API. There's another framework called Buffalo that I turn to when I want to do full stack. So it was kind of, I guess it was kind of like neck and neck for this one when I was trying to figure out what to use. This is a straight up Rails. Like this is probably as close as you're going to get to Rails in Go. And it comes with everything out of the box. We're talking about comes with like MySQL and Postgres support, comes with a template engine, comes with a routing layer, just like Echo has, its own testing frameworks. Obviously, like it comes with all the front end stuff. So like it's got Webpack out of the box. It's got, what else does it have? Like a bunch of stuff installed in Webpack. It does, like, you can see, well, I don't need to read these things out loud, I guess. Like it'll do Webpack watch for you with this Buffalo dev command. It gives you a CLI just for Buffalo too. This is Mark Bates. He is the person behind Buffalo and a lot of the underlying libraries that support Buffalo. So like if you go to GitHub and then go Buffalo IO, I think it's IO. No, it's just Go Buffalo, I think. Yes. So you can see, like, just scrolling through the pinned repos, like just beyond Buffalo, this is an ORM framework that he created. This is a new template. So like there's this template language in the standard library, but Plush is a new one that he built because it has more functionality and the syntax is a little bit easier. He built that. He built a library in Go to build up HTML tags and then spit them out. And you can go more. Like, okay, he built the CLI. He set up the CLI in Homebrew. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So yeah, I mean, yeah, recipe with Vue.js. There's so much cool stuff in here. Even if you don't use Buffalo, like you can go in here and pull stuff out. Definitely evil. Any feelings on Protobuf? I think Protobuf is one of those things. First of all, awesome technology. Like it comes out of Google, as you probably know. If you don't know, it comes out of Google. They used it initially for their data format. So like storing your emails in Gmail, like that's stored in Protobuf inside of their databases. And it came out of the fact that their database technologies, after they started building their custom database technologies, they weren't based on SQL at the time. So they had to figure out a way to store these standardized data formats on disk, and then serialize them from a bunch of their different languages and then deserialize them back out. So I am a huge fan of Protobuf because of its full featuredness, all the features it comes with. Like it comes with the Protobuf definition file, and it comes with the code generators across tons and tons of different languages. Protobuf. See if I can spell today. Here. So yeah, I mean, pick your favorite language. Like I love that. And I love this data interchange format. Sometimes it's called like an interface definition language. Just because it's so readable to me. Like it looks like C, it looks like Go, kind of a little bit like Python, except it's got squigglies instead of indents. It's familiar. But at the same time, they put a lot of thought into it. And then after they open sourced it, the whole community put a lot of thought into it for like long-term sustainability. Because again, this is meant to store data forever. So they dealt with things like field numbers. And what happens if you take a field out in your new code that doesn't have the field has to deal with old code or old data that does have the field, or vice versa. So they thought all that stuff through. And then on top of that, they built Grpc, which is I would usually call it remote procedure call, but that's kind of an older school term. It's kind of more like service to service invocation. So I can write a Python app and I can have it talk to another Java app somewhere. So all this stuff is a great ecosystem, great technology. I really think that it's so easy to pick it up too soon though, because you're picking up a whole ecosystem of stuff and a whole bunch of stuff to learn and integrate into your whole workflow and all that. So my feeling is I would go with Protobuf personally after I've got a bunch of users and after I am either needing to do gRPC to do remote calls and HTTP and JSON and REST aren't working out for me for whatever reason. Or I've got to change my database technology. So those are the two reasons I would just dive into Protobuf. Unless I'm messing around. If I'm writing a search engine on a stream and I want to check out Protobuf, of course, go do that. But for production, there's a lot you got to pick up. So you got to make it worth it. Skip note, going through the videos on O'Reilly. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're checking out the stream as well. Definitely evil. Been debating it on using it because you need to reduce the size of API requests. Oh, one user retrieves something like 1 to 5 gigs of data for the mobile app to be fully operational for offline. Enterprise fun. I mean, that's a super solid functionality too. And if you layered on gRPC, and gRPC and Protobuf have so much integration. gRPC is made, I think it has a JSON support too, but it's honestly just made for Protobuf. Like, it's one of those things where like, I think someone out there needed JSON and they contributed it, but probably everybody else in the whole gRPC ecosystem is doing it with Protobuf. So Protobuf is great because just like the data interchange in the RPC world, you probably have to deal with old clients trying to pull new code or new clients trying to pull not code, new clients trying to pull old data or old clients trying to pull new data. So it's good to deal with what happens when one side takes out a field or adds a new field. But the other thing about gRPC that's great, and it's really great for your case, I think, is that you can stream and you can restart the streams. So if you're downloading 5 gigs and it's a mobile app that all of a sudden goes into a tunnel and it goes offline, you can maybe it'll stream 3.5 gigs and then it can pick up where it left off afterwards without a ton of work on your part. You basically just keep track of an offset of how much you've downloaded, and then when it goes back online, however your app knows when it went back online, grabs that offset and makes the request, the streaming request again. And then your server handles that. I'm a huge fan of that particular functionality because it's not only good for downloading big stuff, it's also really good for keeping up to date on stuff. So, I mean, if you're taking the search engine example, it might be good for autocomplete. Like when the person starts typing, open up a stream, pass up the things they're typing, have the server send down like autocomplete lists or something along those lines. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like a lot of technologies. Brand new stuff to you, even if it's super, super like established, it has a cost to pick it up, right? You got to learn a bunch of new technologies, a bunch of new terms, new CLIs. You got to integrate it into your workflow, whether it's CI/CD or just the way you set up your dev environment. So you have to kind of make a best judgment on, is it going to pay off? So that's what I would say about Protobuf is kind of go here, read through it, pick a language most likely, like go to Go, and you can read the quick start and figure out what you need to do to get something running. And just get a feel for how much work is it going to be to integrate it into your actual code base and your workflow. And then at that point, I think it's a good idea. Then at that point, then you can make your decision whether it's worth it for you, whether the pros outweigh the work that you need to do to get it going. So yeah, long answer. But just as a side note, I love tangents on these streams. So if you got questions about anything, just as long as it adheres to the code of conduct, throw it in the chat. So this all being said, I have used Protobuf and gRPC quite a bit, especially in the Kubernetes world. Yeah, definitely evil. Like all things, it depends. That's for sure. I try not to say it depends too much because I hear it all the time. And it's kind of like demotivating when I hear it depends because I was kind of looking for more meat on the answer. If that makes sense. Like I was looking for more about how I can make the decision. So yeah, like I would say, yeah, it depends, but it's also more like there's a ton here. It can help you so much. It can really help if you've got a big team that are all working on different parts of the app. Because it codifies the decisions you need to make about your data or about your service calls across the network or across the internet if you've got a mobile app. So I would go with JSON and REST for my stuff though, just because it's so simple. So this is an example of a function that returns a echo callback. So we're talking here about, I'm going to close my sample code real quick. So we're talking here, where are you, main.go? I hate having tons of tabs open. Oh, there you are, main.go. It drives me crazy. I'm going to close others. Having tons of tabs open, I don't know why. Just drives me crazy. So going back down to the main function down here, we pass this function. And if you see, the function returns an echo.handlerfunc. So actually, let's go check out what that is. So if you're not familiar with this site, this is kind of the new version of godoc.org. So I would try to use this from now on if you're searching for Go documentation. Actually, oh yeah, this even says, please use this. Please use pkg.go.dev. Actually, let me go. Sorry, something just popped in my head again about Protobuf. Let me go back to Protobuf. just for a second. If I'm looking like right here, like these are Go structs that are JSON compatible. So I can decode JSON into either of these structs and they'll be filled in with the data. So this represents a JSON dictionary with a name and a URL. This represents a dictionary with a results, and that's a list of this result type. So this is super simple. So I don't really need to have like a protobuf definition file. This is kind of the protobuf definition file because I'm saying I need 2 strings and I need a list of result. But also it's pretty simple and I'm not really expecting it to change because this is the core. Like this is the core of my search. So like I'm not expecting to be like, nope, we're not going to have a list of results anymore. I might add stuff onto this. And when you add stuff onto these, it's similar to how protobuf behaves. When you add stuff onto these, if I've got an old JavaScript client making a request, the thing in here that didn't show up, like if they made a request that just had name but no URL, this URL will just be an empty string. This is a similar design to protobuf because it was designed by folks who also work at Google. So it's got the similar kind of look and feel. So you can actually pick up some of the protobuf concepts without even knowing it. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. This function down here returns an echo.handler func. So this is a function that returns a function, and I'm a huge fan of this pattern. What does echo.handler func look like? Well, I go to pkg.go.dev, search for echo. I'm going to go to v4. And by the way, if you're not familiar, this site has documentation that they generate from all the Go code on GitHub and GitLab and a few other places. So that's really nice. You just literally type in the package name and you're there. You've got the documentation. And also, by the way, you don't have to generate this yourself. They generate it for you. So we've got a handler func. So handler func is what I was showing before. It's a function that takes in an echo.context and returns an error. So it's just a shortcut. This right here, this is just a shortcut so I don't have to type out func, takes in a context, returns an error. So I have some stuff that basically these are just globals. These are just basically globals. This function gets called once, and then these just show up in the function, but they don't get created every request. So they're globals in that they're there once, and they don't get created over and over, but they don't take up the global namespace. So if I wanted to create a type result in the global world, that's fine. It won't overlap with this. So in my function, I'm basically going down, I'm accepting a GET request here. I'm sorry. I am accepting a query parameter, and the query parameter is called term. And then basically I'm just making a GET request to the Bing search API. We went through that last week. So we go through the Bing search API, create a new HTTP client, make the actual request to Bing, close the response. And then we're just basically we're decoding the Bing answer, and then we're setting up our JSON response. So what we have to do now is we've got to figure out a way to generate HTML. So going back to Echo over here, this is where Buffalo might shine more than Echo. So that's why it was kind of a toss-up. But we're going to go forward with Echo for now, and we're going to figure out how to do templates. So where are the docs? Get started. Thick Tank, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. 11 p.m. Yeah, have a nice sleep. Have a nice, I guess, weekend, or I don't know where you are. Rest of your weekend or weekend. Nice to have you here. All right, so templates. Implement echo.renderer interface, register templates, advanced calling echo from templates. All right, so we have to implement a renderer. So basically what I want to do is I want to have something, I guess, I don't know what this is all about, but I want to have something but I can pass a template in, and the template's going to be my HTML, and the HTML is going to have like the form, like the input where I type my search term, and it's going to have the svelte stuff, and the svelte stuff is going to make that API request up to that endpoint I just showed this thing, get the result, and at that point then it's going to show the result on like the area, I don't know, like the area below the search box probably. So I guess we're just going to copy this. Maybe actually implement the echo renderer interface. Maybe they have one already. So let me just go over what an interface is if you don't know, if you're not familiar. So an interface is just a bunch of functions. So these are not functions that have implementations inside of the interface. This is just straight up functions that anybody can implement on their type. So like, I don't know if they have one, but let's make a new file and templates.go. Package main. I'm going to type my template implementation, and then what we're going to do here is we are going to implement this function. And at that point, we have now implemented the interface. Obviously, we have to fill out this function. But we have now implemented the renderer, the echo.renderer interface. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do implements. Like you don't have to do type my implementation implements interface. It's all good. This just does it. And you can pass this to anything in Echo or anywhere else that requires a echo.renderer. So Shigroods, can WSL work with all types of Windows like Home Edition? Does it work well on bad PCs? Let me think here. I've got Windows Pro, WSL on Windows Home. I should really know this. Install it for Windows 10. I think so. You do need to have Windows 2004. I am running on Windows Insiders, which requires Windows 10 Pro. But you used to need Insiders to run WSL2. You don't anymore. You need Windows 2004 or higher. So yes, it can work there. You have to do a little bit more setup, but it's the same setup on Home as it is on anywhere else. Does it work well on bad PCs? I don't know about bad PCs. I do have a Surface Go. That is a Surface Go. It's a tablet, so it's not super powerful. And it seems to work okay there. It's actually, once you start up the VM, so WSL2 is kind of a miniature VM. Once you start up the VM, that takes a little bit of time. But once you're in, it's pretty good. I've got a Debian and a Ubuntu VM on there. I just go to whichever one I need to. Operations are fast. File system stuff is fast. It's pretty decent on memory. The only thing that's slow, it's slow on my machine here and the Surface Go, is going from the WSL VM file system, so the Linux file system, and going over the VM boundary to Windows, or the other way around. That's slow. So I don't do that all that much. You currently use Vagrant with VirtualBox. Vagrant, I love Vagrant, and I think Vagrant would be really good to still use if you need a stable setup. Like I always need this version of Debian with these tools on it. I would stick with Vagrant and VirtualBox. But if you've got an underpowered PC, VirtualBox might be heavyweight on the other hand. So it's kind of a toss-up. Maybe you could try Vagrant with Hyper-V, and that might be a little bit more performant. I'm not sure. Your mileage may vary on WSL2 versus Vagrant in terms of like what's faster versus how much consistency do you need or do you want. So yeah, I would go try WSL2. it's not super hard to get going. You basically have to follow these directions here. Let's see, there's not too much here. Yeah, you follow these directions, you end up doing this on PowerShell. And then basically you go to the store, Microsoft Store, and you install, I installed Debian on this machine. I think I have Ubuntu also. Nope, no Ubuntu. But I could. It's just go to the Windows Store and click install Ubuntu. I guess they've added more since then. They've added more distros. Oh, maybe they're here. Oh yeah, Alpine. They added Alpine semi-recently too. That one is super lightweight. I haven't used it in WSL. I've used it in Docker. Super lightweight. So maybe start with Alpine. If you've got a underpowered PC, maybe start with Alpine. Just make sure you don't use WSL 1. Go with WSL 2 because that's the one that's a VM with a full Linux distro on it. So we've got our renderer. And this thing is going to be, how do you use it? Precompiled templates, that's fine, that's fine. Register this right here. I'm going to do e.renderer equals something. Do that right at the top. Where is my main function? Some renderer. I don't know what I'm going to have there yet, but something. And actually, I'm getting tired of scrolling, so I'm going to just go on a little tangent myself. And I'm going to call this handlers. And I'm going to put this big old handler in a different file. Scroll down. Don't want to go too far though. There we go. Oh yeah, I got to do package main. That gives us all of our imports. We need to do echo v4. The auto importer isn't the smartest thing. It doesn't know which version I want, but still pretty good. So we've got our handler here. Does this still work? Yes, we're still good. It still knows where to go. So template renderer. Okay. So I'm going to go to the echo docs and see if they've got renderer. They don't have one built for me, huh? Echo, we're going to search. Echo go. Oh, yeah. I have to search with my Figative61. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I got to search with mine. That was my promise from last time. I always have to do searches with my search engine. However painful they might be at this point. Oh. I made some mistakes. Let's take these out. What else we got? Undefined sum renderer. Oh yeah, that was my bad. We're not ready for the renderer yet. Yeah, I have to search for, I have to search everything on my REST API at this point. Yeah, Zanus is going to drive me to make it more usable. That's for sure. Main.go line 39, missing return at end of function. Oh, okay. I forgot about this. That was the one that I just had created. We don't need that what's a CB endpoint. These look like they are missing imports in templates.go. Wait, what were they? IO and context. Oh, duh. We're not going to do this yet. Let's just comment it out for now. Cool. Okay. So my endpoint is /API/search, and then there's a term query parameter. API search term equals echo Golang render. Oh yeah, I have to do this. Echo Golang render implementation. Wow. For some reason it's always harder to type on the command line, even though it's the exact same keyboard. I have no idea. Go template rendering and echo, maybe. Set up nested HTML template. Golang template for Echo. Go libhunt. Go web frameworks. Go reactor. Let's try this GitHub. Where was it? This GitHub. And let's see what this is all about. That's archive. Well, that's... Oh, try to migrate to GoView. GoView is light. Template library. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. E.renderer equals something that is already built for me. Okay, let's check out GoView. Where is it? Try GoView. Okay, GoView. Is this what it is? Is this still what I want? Supports Echo framework. Where's the usage? GoView.render. GoView.use. What it? Oh, no. Where's the Echo integration? Is it, no, this is the standard library integration. Gin, Iris. I've never heard of Iris. Echo, yes. Okay, and then we do c.render. It's just built right in. This is amazing. Okay. Oh wait, Echo view. I thought it was. Oh, we have to import GoView and then the supporting Echo View library. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we're in business. And then e.renderer equals echoview.default. Okay. And I don't have to build my own. Oh, life is good. Life is so good. Okay, delete that. We don't need that. We don't need templates. We got to build. Oh, what happened? Let's just do a go get. So you can do a go get and pull down dependencies, or the next time you build, if you add an import that's not already pulled down, the Go tool will do it for you. So I'm going to do a go get. I got to do it in my library, my directory. So go get. Oh yeah, I got to remove the quotes. Found it. I think we can just do this then. Cool. Okay. So I need to import this. So by the way, go get, it does the gets, it kind of treats them as a tree. So if I do go get this, the Go tool knows that this is the top level of GoView, and these are sub packages of GoView. So it'll try to download this. And if this isn't around, it'll try to download this. And if this isn't around, it'll try to download this. If this isn't around, it'll fail. So what it does under the hood also is if this is around, it'll go all the way up the tree to here, to figure out what the latest version is, and then download that. But it ends up downloading the whole module and just using this package. So this. Import this. Echoview.default. Okay. What's it saying? Cannot use echoview.default as echo.renderer. Wrong type for method render. Wrong type for method render. Okay, let's go to echoview. Supports, oh, maybe we need echoview-v4 because we're using echo v4. Let's try that. Echoview-v4, and we're just going to call it echoview. So if you're not familiar with this, this is called a package alias. So I don't know what this package is called. Like, you know how we put package main, they put package something at the top of their files. I don't know if it's package echoview or package echoview v4 or whatever. But this is making it so I can use it as echoview. And now it looks like we're good. It's now the right type. So I guess echoview without the v4 was, I guess it was for the echo library version before v4, and now we're using the v4 one. So that's cool. That is, I think we're good then. So can we run our thing? Yes. Oh, aha. It's because we're already running it. Okay. All right. So we're in business now. We can, how do we do an actual template rendering? c.render index. Okay. And it looks like it needs to be an app/views. See examples basic folder. Here's the echo example, echo v4 example. We've got our main, and then it says echo v4 here, but it says gin template. Okay, that's interesting. But let's see what's in views. We've got index and page. What's page? Okay. Index, define head, define content. And then I bet we have to have some kind of a base layout. Okay. Template. Template head, template content, include layout/footer. I'm just going to copy this. And I guess we need a what? A views folder and then a layouts folder under that. So views and then layouts. What was that file called? Master.html. I wonder if I can configure echo view.default. I want to see echo view. What is this? Echo view v4. Okay. .default. .new. Okay, I can pass some config in. Root, extension, master, partials, funcs. Okay. I'm not sure if I need like a base layout or anything like that. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe we're just going to stick with default for now. I'm not sure. I'm just going to sit. I'm going to stick with default for now, I guess. I'd love it if it wasn't called master, but that's for now. That's what we got. We can change it soon. Once we get something working, then we can change it. Hopefully we can change it at least. Footer. I'm just straight up copying this stuff over. I'm copying this stuff over from their repo, at least the templates. So we're just going to go with index.html. I think that's maybe all we need. So now we're going to do index under views. Okay. Okay. All right. So we've got templates. Let's go and create a index page. So we've got e.get/, and we're just going to make a func. This is just the straight up echo func, callback func. And then I remember they had it in their example somewhere. Is it in where is it? Go view.render. Wait. Oh, we need echo view. Where was echo view? Oh, I know what I can do. We can go here. I think this will take a, yeah, this takes us to the docs. Sweet. Is there an example? No. Where was that GitHub repo? Module. I think this gives us the GitHub. Yeah. Okay. Maybe not. Let's go to the GitHub repo. Echo example. Okay. We just do a straight up c.render index. Okay. Let's do that. Main c.render index title and add. I don't know what that's all about, but let's see. Will it work? Haha, already in use. Go run. Okay. So now let's go to localhost 8080 index. What? It worked. Okay. It worked. It worked. Let's try to get some Svelte code involved here. So we've got our head. I guess what I need to do is like script SRC equals, what is it? Front end, I don't know, front end slash public slash build slash bundle.js, maybe. Text JavaScript type. This is where I get super rusty. Now I think we might need to make an echo, like another handler to deal with these static file paths. So like what I want is it for, I mean, really what I want, I guess, is for it to allow me to just do like, I guess, slash static slash bundle.js. I might be overcomplicating it. Let's just see if this works. I mean, let's be honest. I'm probably overcomplicating it. Mr. Tangent over here. Let's open up our networking tab. Okay, bundle.js. It looks like that's not there. So let's try echo static file handler. I think it's on the home page. Static files. Yes. Wait. The above will serve any file from the assets directory under the path slash static. Okay. Sounds good. See, this is the reason I go with echo. Like, it's got all this stuff built in. If I was using the standard library, I would have to just deal with so much of this manually. Okay, so we want static to basically be public build, I think. Let's try that. So static slash bundle.js. Okay. Where am I at? Still no dice. Where is it? Static bundle.js 404. Did I get that wrong? It will serve any file from the assets directory for path slash static. If you do a path to slash static slash js slash main.js, it will fetch and serve assets. The above will serve any file from the assets directory for slash or echo file registers a new route with a path to serve as a static file. I think maybe we need to do slash static and then just have the top level front end file, maybe. So then it would be slash static slash public slash build slash bundle.js. Let's try it. Public. Oh, wait. Did I do this wrong? I needed to do front end slash public slash build. So then we can have our static bundle, I think. Let's see. Work, please. Please, please. Cross your fingers. Yeah, it worked. Okay. Okay, it worked. So we've got, at least we've got Svelte involved. We have Svelte involved. Now, the thing I like about Svelte is it's straight up compiled raw JSON. Not oh, maybe they have jQuery. I don't know if jQuery is involved or what. But it's compiled. There's no virtual DOM like in React or whatever. That was the draw for me to pick up Svelte. And, oh, they have a plugin too. To connect to Svelte, perform a hard refresh, Control F5. I did that. Okay, maybe the plugin doesn't work. That's a bummer, but okay. So we're going to go back to the Svelte docs. Where are the Svelte docs? Oh, I don't even have them open. Svelte docs. Okay. Tutorial. No. Examples? No. Where was I? I remember there was a getting started. Oh, Zenu's Control Shift R. Okay, Control Shift R. Let's try it. Control Shift R. No dice. Man, Svelte, the Svelte plugin really doesn't like me. Oh, it's not working. Did you use Svelte 3.1.2 or above and build with dev mode enabled? Let's see. Let's see. 3.12. Svelte. No. That'll be an issue. Okay. So npm run build. Oh, it looks like it's refreshing if you look at that refresh button when I do it. Yeah. Maybe I can do, oh, hard refresh. Yeah, you're right. Control-Shift-R. All right. Well, let's try to get this working anyways. We need Svelte 3.1.2. We got to go to the front end directory, npm run build. Okay. Unused external. Oh, wait. Do I have to install? I think I might need to install again because I updated the thing, updated the Svelte version. So npm run build. Okay. Okay, so we ran build. Okay. So now, no. What's my error? Oh, maybe it's because my Svelte is wrong. My Svelte is wrong, I think. Source, where is my main.js? That's a thing? Static. Weird. In-app target is a required option. I thought I have target. Let me go back. I know I got this Svelte stuff from an example. So I'm going to go find that example and I'm probably missing something. Home. Truly. Quick start. I think that was it. Quick start. Use the REPL. Use Degit. You're getting a customized version of the SvelteJS/template. Okay. SvelteJS template. npm run dev. Okay. Single page. No. Ooh, you can use TypeScript. C Yang, if you're still here, that one's for you. TypeScript is a thing. Maybe we'll move over to TypeScript sometime. I like TypeScript. Is it in here? Source. Main.js. Okay. Do I have a main.js in here? Yes. Okay. There is a main.js. This is what it looked like, I think. Source, main.js, document body. Okay, that's what it looked like. Okay, now what? We've got our app. Oh, wait. We had it here, though. Something was here. Oh, that's weird. Maybe, I don't know if it's referencing this or mine. Oh, I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Oh, it puts an index.html in the build, or in the public build too. That's weird. That's very weird. Okay. This is where I was getting confused last week, I think, too. So app.svelte and main.js. Something, it doesn't like something in here. Target is a required option. Source. Svelte internal and static. App.svelte. Huh. Maybe I need to not have anything in the body. Oh, maybe I need this. Maybe I need this. Title, link rel, build/bundle. Maybe I need to have nothing in the body. That could be one possibility. Maybe this. Could be this. Oh, we're going to do a go run. Okay. Oh, I don't want to have footer either, I don't think. Yeah, no footer. Just content and then head. Yeah, head. A title, head, and content. And did I put that Svelte Yes. Okay, let's get rid of the style. I don't think we need that either, because Felt's going to do our styles for us too. So we've got our JavaScript here, nothing in the content, and then Svelte is going to figure out, it should figure out how to put this into the body, put all of its stuff into the body. So let's restart it. And F12. Okay. Something went better, I think. Well, it didn't error out. Inspect. Nothing. It didn't error out though. So something is better. I think. Boy, I have no idea what I'm doing. Haha. All right. All right, so we didn't error out this time. That's good. Is rollup doing anything to help us or screw us over? CSS is going file. Oh, output is public build bundle.js. Name is app. Oh, this is where it's taking source main.js. Okay. It's spitting it out to public build bundle.js. It's got a Svelte plugin and extract the component CSS out into a separate file, which is better for performance. So it looks like we need to include the bundle.css as well. And then in here, oh, check this out. They put the bundle.js at the bottom of the head, but they do a defer. So maybe we need to do a defer. What did they do? Actually, did they put a defer after? Script defer. Okay. Here we go with all my tabs too. Close others. Okay. Will this work? Maybe. What? It worked. It worked. What? It worked. I should get music. I keep meaning to get music, and then I can play a ta-da sound. Okay. We have the Svelte. We don't have the CSS, so we need to put the CSS in, and that is link rel equals CSS, href equals static slash bundle.css. Okay. Okay, we got CSS involved now. Do we have CSS involved? Really? I just put it there. Oh, I'm in the wrong. No, I'm in the right place. Static bundle.css. Why didn't it request it though? Did I get the link wrong? HTML link CSS. HTML link tag link rel equals style sheet, not CSS. There we go. Okay, let's try it now. Oh yeah, I have to restart. So this is there's actually two things here I've got to do. So one thing is, let me write it in my main.go. To-dos. So one thing is need to make we need to auto reload templates so I don't have to keep restarting the app when I make changes. And also the one thing that always gets me here is need to fingerprint the JS and CSS files to what do I need? I need to like ensure the browser doesn't cache them after I make a change. So I'll probably have to get to both of these soon, but let's at least try to get the CSS involved. Oh yeah. Okay. Nice. We've got CSS involved. Sweet. Okay. So let's try to do the fingerprinting part now. So I think there's two ways to do it. I'm not sure if there's others or if there's a better way. There's one way that I could have Rollup do it. I think there's a way I can have Rollup do it. So let's see. Rollup. Oh, yeah. Got to do a search. You know what? Actually, no. I'm going on a tangent on a tangent. I'm going to make my search engine work. Okay. And then we can actually search for how to do this with Rollup in the search engine for some massive inception. Okay. So we did our search. We did a raw response.json. We got the results out. And now we should put in here div class equals, or div ID equals results, class equals list of results. I have no idea. I'll put something in for those later. And then we want to loop in Svelte. We have to loop over. How do we do a loop in Svelte? Tutorial, reactivity, assignments, declarations, props, each. That's how you do it. Show me. Each cats as blah. As ID and name. Oh, each cat's as cat. Why do they have an ID? Oh, because we're getting the ID and the name out. Okay. Each cat as ID and name, and you can put the index in there. So let's do. Oh, where do I get the results though? Let term. So I have to somehow get the results out of here. Somehow I could do something with async functions. I don't remember exactly how, but you have to do something special with async functions, I think. Special elements, modules, writable stores, select, group, assignments. I'm just totally bouncing around here. It might be under reactivity. Where is reactivity? Reactivity. Oh, no, this is not. Oh, wait, maybe this is it. Let count equals 0. Let's do. Don't worry if this is alien. No. So it automatically updates the DOM. When the state changes, often parts of a component state must be computed from other parts. For these, we have reactive declarations. Maybe. Let's put that under maybe. Statements. You can arbitrarily run arbitrary statements reactively. You could easily group them together in a block or put in front of things like if. Because Svelte's reactivity is triggered by assignments. Okay, that's not looking. There's something we got to do with async. We're going to have to do a search for it. Before we can get our search running, we got to do a search ourselves. So curl localhost 8080 API search term equals SvelteJS async functions. I always forget to put the quotes. All right. API docs, async function, how to return the result of an async function, uploading files, building an app with Svelte, Express, Sapper. How can I use async await at the top level? I don't know if that is Svelte related. Huh. Let's try that. Nah, this doesn't look like Svelte at all. Props, logic. Let's go back to the docs here. Bindings, life cycle. Oh, unmount. Is that a thing? I thought I remember onMount somewhere. Let's see what onMount is all about. onMount. Every component has a life cycle that starts when it's created and ends when it's destroyed. Handful of functions. You'll frequently use onMount. Boom. Okay. onMount, they put an async function in there. They await a REST call, and then they do photos. Okay, photos equals, and photos is a let. Okay, that looks like a pattern we want. So import onMount from Svelte, and then let results equals empty list, and that's it. Results equals. Okay, so now we're going to do our each. How do we do loops again? I already forgot. Haha. Logic. Each blocks. Each cats as cats. So each results as result. Close it. And then we're going to do div class equals result. Oh yeah, maybe I should get the index and do an ID for that. Yeah, we can do comma I, and then we can do ID equals result I. And then let's do our, we have here name and URL. So ahref equals result.url, and then result.name. Result.name. Okay. We've got to end the each / each. Okay. So let's indent this. Keep track of what's going on. / each. Okay. Cool. So we're going to rerun this. And let's go back. We're going to have to do a hard refresh. Oh, wait. Empty cache and refresh. ABC. Search term equals ABC. Oh, okay. Wait. This is not what I want out of the box. I want... What do I want? I want to do onClick equals do search. Okay. OnClick equals do search. Now, did we do the search? Don't mind the spelling there. Do search. Okay. Do search. Restart. Clear the cache. So we didn't do the search, I guess. Async function, do search. On click, do search. Bind value, term. Did we put the wrong... Did we do something wrong with that on click, maybe? Basics, props, logic, events, DOM events, mouse position, event handlers inline, on mouse move, handle click, on click, a once modifier, no, a full modifier, we want prevent default before running the handler, useful for some client-side form handling. What's up, Eric.dev? Welcome back. Yeah, so we got Svelte working. We got rollup compiling Svelte. We've got our Echo app rendering templates and including the CSS generated from Svelte and the JavaScript generated from can't talk. And the JavaScript generated from Svelte. And now we're trying to figure out how do we get the button click to pick up the term And pretty much that, yeah. So I think we might be wanting to do prevent default. Is that the right syntax? On click pipe. Yeah. On click and then a pipe. Okay. Oh, this is the problem too. I need to do a roll up watch. I haven't been building at all. We need npm dev. Duh. Oh yeah, npm rom dev. Thanks, Eric.dev. We need to be on our front end directory. And there we go. Okay. Okay. Have not been doing run dev. We haven't been rebuilding the JavaScript at all, which is not good. Because what have we changed? App was created with unknown prop name. Oh, here we go. Okay. App was created with unknown prop name. Where is app? It's in main.js. Unknown prop name. Oh, that's because we're not let naming. We don't need this prop. We really don't need anything because term is coming from the box, the search box. Results is coming from the API. So we don't really need anything there. So I think we can reload this. Yes. Okay. There it is. Do search. Okay. All right. So we executed do search. That's awesome. Each only iterates over array-like objects. Okay. So let's print out what results is. And then JSON.stringify results. We're going to print out what that looks like because apparently it's not an array. Actually, do we still have that up? It looks like an array. Well, we'll see. What did I do wrong here? Unterminated. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. So did we? Yes, it rebuilt it. Okay. I don't want to open Spotify. That's accidental click. Okay. Search for JavaScript. Do search. Results undefined. Okay. So that's not right. Console log. Well, actually, wait. Did it? It made a request, right? It's not making any requests for API. Do I not have a find? That's odd. All right, well, that's a little weird. Let's try to open a new window. Something broke in WSL, or in Windows Terminal probably. Now we don't have find. That's weird. Let's push on. We're going to go and print out the raw response. The JSON is JSON response. JSON stringify, JSON response. And something here has hit me before. If I print out the raw response, I think that returns bytes. Well, it returns a response type, but I think that has bytes in it. And when I print that out, it just is a bunch of integers. I don't want that. So I'm going to change the bytes from JSON to a JSON object or to a JavaScript object. Then I'm going to JSON stringify it again to turn it into a string so I can see what's going on with it. So JavaScript results undefined, raw response JSON nothing. Am I calling the right thing? /API/search term equals term. Okay. Maybe I need to do term equals JavaScript. Is that right? Okay, that works. API term, JavaScript, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So we did the fetch, request info. Let's try just a straight up fetch. Fetch, hard coded. API search term equals JavaScript. We can just leave that as is for now. And let's try it again. Results undefined. Let's print out the URL. And I'm paranoid. I don't trust my tools, so we're going to do another build just because I know I should probably trust my tools, but I don't. So there it is. Empty cache and refresh. URL to search. Term equals undefined. Wait, what? I put JavaScript in there. Oh. Term equals undefined. But we put a term in here. Oh, because it was empty. Term equals ABC. Maybe we can print out the raw response. Maybe it'll tell us something. Raw response. We should do a, let's just print that out for now and see what happens. Raw response. We have to JSON stringify it. Shigarudes, is it fetching the wrong URL? I don't think so. So I'm gonna just replicate this. It's fetching that. These are the server logs. Let me try this. Localhost 8080 API search term equals JavaScript. Yeah, I gotta do this. CSH gets me every time. So it returns that. Yeah, maybe I can try in the console. Oh yeah, I should do an await. Redirected false, status okay. Headers, status text, URL, body, readable stream. Maybe the headers show a content length. No. Cancel. We can probably see in the server logs how much stuff is being returned. Do we have a content length? URI, user agent. I thought we had a content length. Latency, bytes in, bytes out. 1266. That looks like JSON, or it looks long enough to be JSON, I think. So it's too bad though we can't see. Maybe we can see this. Response equals await. Response equals await that. Then we've got response.json await results. Okay, so it gave back stuff. So what is different from between this and that in the Svelte? API search and then term equals JavaScript. API search term equals term. Do I not have a wait before result.json? Oh, you win. You win. Oh, wait. You got it. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Let's try it now. Okay. Come over here. Hard refresh. Boom! Shigaroods, you win the prize. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. All right, so we got to just take this out. URL equals term, URL to search, and then we put in the URL here. Zanus, we have made it. We have made it. Our search engine works. I can't believe it. I'm going to take out this console log. This might be jinxing it, but whatever. I'm living on the edge. It's Friday. We're living on the edge. Okay. So we got the search term. We made the call. We rendered the results. It said, I wrote down before, use a new Svelte component. I don't think I'm going to do that because it's pretty simple. Like maybe a new component later if this gets more complicated. Like I could do like search result list results equals results or something like that. But it's pretty simple now, so I'm not going to do it. So I guess the one last thing I need to do is we don't need this anymore. Check the term. If term equals blah, error message equals select a term. Maybe I don't need, I don't know if I need an error. Why not? Let error message equals nothing. So now we're going to do if error message does not equal that, div style equals color red, error message. Super, super crappy, I know, to do inline styles. I have no shame. I have no shame. Let's reload. Undefined. What? I thought it wouldn't show it. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put it above the text box. I thought it wouldn't show it. That's super weird. Maybe I got my if wrong. Error message undefined. Oh, if, oh yeah, Shigaroods. Okay. Just right if error message. Is that because it's not an empty string, I guess? It's because it's undefined, not, wasn't there like undefined, null, empty string, false? There's a lot. I guess there's a lot of things in JavaScript that mean nothing. I'm not used to that because Go has like nil and then an empty and that's it. Okay, let's try this. Truthiness. Wow, that's a, I'm going to search that. What is truthiness in JavaScript? Truthy. A truthy value is a value that is considered true when encountered in a Boolean context. All values are truthy unless, unless they're defined as falsy. False 0. I didn't know there was a -0, but there is. 0n. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up in a second. Empty string, null, undefined. There's also not a number. Okay. Okay, so localhost 8080, -0 in JavaScript. I got to get the enter key working. Good old Stack Overflow. Okay. You can do the following. What does unary wow. Friday talking tough. See, Friday, me talk bad Friday. Why does unary negation work on 0? Is this one of those JavaScript quirks or does it have a purpose? You just encountered the signed 0, the IEEE 754 standard for floating point arithmetic, which is used by most computers and languages, requires 0 and -0. I've never seen that. I wonder if you can do it in Go. Let's see. Main.go. Where are you at? Okay. -0 equals -0. Log print line -0. Undeclared name. That's just right there. Maybe the compiler behind the scenes is being slow. I have no idea. Oh, you got it, Eric. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.dev. Thank you, Rockaboo. Duh. Okay. Go run. Just prints out 0. Okay, well, Go knows to print it out right, but apparently it is valid because of IEEE said so. Okay, cool. What else did it have? Did I close my truthy? Oh, yes. 0n. Print out the type of it. Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be a float. Oh, it's an int. Okay. I guess it makes sense if the compiler looks at it as a negative number. I think that's what the IEEE thing said too. Real arithmetic with sign zeros is a variant of extended real number such that 1 and /0 or 1 over -0 is negative infinity. 1 over +0 is positive infinity. Okay. -0.0. It looks like it's just saying an int. So I'll put the value of it there too. Try it again. Yeah, it's an int. Just 0. It knows it's an int, but it doesn't show that it's -0. Oh, Rocker, were you talking about JavaScript? All numbers are floating point in JavaScript. Okay. All right, so let's print that out in JavaScript. App.svelte. We're gonna do console.log -0. Okay. Let's fire up our page again. Where are we at? Where are you at? Go search. The search engine to be named. -0. Okay. All right, Rakaboo. You just blew my mind with -0. Okay. I had no idea that there was even an IEEE standard for -0. But we've got -n too. Or 0n. 0n. I'm actually doing this mostly just to feel good about the search engine. 0n value. Falsy. We already looked at... Oh, we didn't look at that specific article. Boolean. The big int. Oh, that's a big int. Okay, I didn't know JavaScript had big ints. I thought it was just straight up everything was as big as it needed to be. Whoa, what is this? Oh, haha, it's medium. It's not... Okay, it's not svelte. Okay. New feature is big int. Okay, let's go back and see. I'm just bragging now. Look, the search engine works. Big int. Okay, MDN. Built-in object provides a way to represent whole numbers greater than 2 to the 53rd minus 1. That's the biggest number JavaScript can present with a number primitive. There's a constant to represent the number, the biggest number primitive. Cool. And as always, you can pass a string to big int and get an integer back. I don't understand JavaScript. Every time I think I understand JavaScript, this pops up or something like this, and I don't understand it. Like, what is this? Console.log false. That gives back false. Okay. Actually, I guess that is kind of what I would expect. How else do you pass the value that's already larger than the largest number? I thought you would do this. You would put the number inside of a big int constructor. Or is that wrong? Like, can I do that? They just throw an n behind it to make it, to indicate that it's a big int. But you don't have to pass the n here. So I'm passing a number. Oh, this is the biggest integer. Oh. So if I do this with a 2 maybe, or let's do, 1991. Oh, that still works too. 1992547. Weird. So I don't have to pass it with an n as long as I pass the number that's bigger than the biggest int into the big int constructor, I guess. But then it spits it back out with an n at the end. At least that seems to be what's going on. But every time I think I can explain something, I can't. So I'm not going to declare that as the final answer. But I think. Okay. Back in main, we had some to-dos. Auto reload templates so I don't have to keep restarting them when I make changes. Fingerprint the thing. Okay. Let's see if auto reloading templates already works. I don't know that if it does or not. Does this show up? Dopes. This show up. Does this show up? Okay. Not going to restart the browser. I'm not going to restart the Go process. I'm just going to do a refresh. And we're going to do elements. Okay. Doesn't show up. So we need to do some kind of reloading. Basically what I want is in main.go, I want this thing, echoview.default. Well, really actually down here, I want c.render to always look up this template every single time a request comes in and then render it. But, well, let me back up. I want it to look up this template, and then there's a little compile step that it does to change the template text into an internal representation inside of Go. I want it to do that every single time and then render the template, every single request. Later on in production, I want it to, on startup, like when the app first starts up, I want it to change all the templates into internal representation on startup. And then later the rendering can be faster on each request. So I'm going to figure out how to do, it seems like it does the second one I just said about the production thing. It already does that. But I want to see if I can get it to do the first one, the development one. Rocket usually reload with a WebSocket and JavaScript added to the HTML. Do you mean, I think Rollup did that, right? Rollup did live reload. Watch the public directory and refresh the browser on changes when not in production. But I think I had to do this. This only worked, I think, if I was using their server. Where was it? This thing. But I don't want to use their server because I need to use the Go API as well. So maybe, maybe I'm just going to start with this. Like I'll still have to manually reload, but at least it can reload the, I can do both. I can do both. It has a pass-through ID. What is a pass-through ID? Let me search for that. Rollup JS pass-through ID. Rollup plugin node resolve. Tasks, mixing imports and requires. I'll start with the top one. Archived. Maybe I need to search for what is a JavaScript pass-through ID. I have a hunch. Not specific to Rollup. Timing. Pass-through freezers for web restaurant store. I've been in the market. I've been in the market for a pass-through freezer lately. Pass-through ID. Do you need Rollup with Svelte? You don't. Way earlier on, who told me there is a Webpack Svelte plugin? Maybe I still have it around somewhere. Yes. Svelte template Webpack. I could migrate over to this. Maybe I'm gonna put that into an issue because I am more familiar with Webpack. Not that that's saying much, but I am a little bit more familiar with Webpack. Migrates over to Webpack question mark. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just try to go. I'm gonna go back to my comfort zone and try to do just on the Go side automatically. Well, not automatically, but on the Go side, reparse the Go template, and change that into internal representation. Not reparse JavaScript, not auto reload the browser just yet, but reparse this every time so that when I go in here and make a change, like in this case, when I made this change and I did not restart the browser, then at least I know that the next time I refresh the page, this will show up. So that's what I want to try and make happen. And I'll be honest with you, if EchoView doesn't do it, I'm going to build my own template. I'm just going to be straight up honest. I have to. It's like an urge inside of me that I want to build my own template renderer. But let's see what we can do first. Middleware wrapper, config, render, code, no, view engine. I have a hunch it might be in view engine, but let's keep going on. View engine.render. The view engine has a Go view engine embedded in it. Eric.dev, not familiar with Webpack either, just using Rollup. I'm familiar with Webpack for React and Vue apps. And I'm getting more familiar with it in general. Like, what does Webpack do? Ever since they did Webpack 4 that had the ability to do it without any config file, it made it a little bit more, like, it kind of opened up my eyes to, like, how is this thing really working? And it allowed me to go in and pick up their config, like, step by step. So I get a little bit of it. I'm still struggling with how the plugins work. I've been looking at some plugin code and it makes a little bit of sense. Let's go look at View Engine. View Engine, okay, contains filtered or exported fields, unexported fields. Set file handler. What is that? File handler interface. Default file. So is this the thing that loads a file? Let's see what this does. Get the path of the root template. Read file. Default file handler. Interesting. This seems like it would read it every single time. I'm going to go... Oh, here we go. Disable cache. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. On the one hand, I wanted to build my own. On the other hand, I'm glad I don't have to. So we need to do a new now. Okay. I don't want that. That's an internal file. EchoView.new. And I need to pass a goview.config. And what's in the goview.config? Disable cache. True. And okay, let's restart and see. So already we should see, does this show up in the head? Internal server error. What? Rockaboo, my keyboard gets a beating. I have to pull some keys because they're so faded now. But yeah, it's a mechanical DOS keyboard, and I go crazy on it. Oh, view engine render read name index path /index error open /index. You know what? I bet I have to specify all of these because For example, the root is probably just it's ended up being the zero value of string, so it thinks that root is the empty string, which would be the current directory. So I don't want that. So I want root views, and I want extension HTML master. I don't know what that is. Let's keep that off and see if we can still get this working. Partials, no idea. Funcs, that is a func map, which is, yeah, it's just a straight up map. So I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create the map as empty. What was it called again? Where are you? Funcs. Rockerboo, I'll hit, I'll beat up the enter key a little more just for you. So we've got disable cache, I already have that. Delims, what is delims? Oh, delims is the squigglies that were here. So delims, and it is goview.delims. Oh, wait. Yeah, goview.delims. Xanos, I should get one of those huge enter keys that you slam with your fist. Yes. I can put it up. I can put it up too. You can watch me slam the enter key down with my fist. Okay, left is going to be one of these. Right is going to be one of those. And let's see if we can get by without a master field. Let's see if this even works. It does not. Does it have a response? Nope. Now what is it saying? Same, oh, XHTML. Yeah, I need to put a dot in that extension. That's good to know. Okay. Try this again. Still, what now? Views/index.html, no such file or directory. Oh, probably need to do the current directory, I think. Maybe I don't even need /. Okay. Now it's an empty page. Oh wait, is it an empty? Yes. It's an empty page. Nothing. So my guess is I probably do need this master field. Where was that? Template master. I guess maybe this is layouts/master. So let's call this layouts/base. And we're going to do this as views layouts base.html. Layouts base.html. And we need a comma there. Okay. Are we going to work this time? No. Oh, because it already used the template, the extension. Okay. Just base. Let's try it now. Still no. What now? Open, go search views layouts base.html. I guess I don't need the root in there. Layouts/base. Okay. So I took out, I had views/layouts, but I think it already takes into account the root. So we're just talking about layouts under the root. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we've got our own thing. Disable cache equals true. I'm going to put a little to do here. Set disable cache to false when in production. We'll do that later. All right. So did we do our one thing? Yeah, we auto reload. Well, let's make sure we auto reload. So we've got, what the heck? Let's do a link rel equals CSS, href equals doesn't exist. And let's see if that shows up. Okay, that shows up. I don't know why the comment didn't show up, but it didn't. Whatever. Okay, so templates are being reloaded. Okay, now fingerprinting JavaScript and CSS to ensure the browser doesn't cache. So I want to be able to not have to empty cache and hard refresh anymore. I want to be able to just refresh and have the server know when the JavaScript file changed. Oh, and then there's another thing. Be able to press enter. Be able to press enter what? On the search box. Actually, okay, so I have to go in like 10 minutes or something like that because I got a meeting for yeah, I got a meeting at 12:30, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for like 7 or 10 more minutes or something, and then I gotta bounce. So let's try to do this one. I think it's lower hanging fruit. Zenus, am I gonna be using htaccess? Probably not. Probably not, because Go takes care of a lot of the access stuff for us, and I'm not running Apache. So I could probably pick up, I imagine there's a Go library for parsing htaccess, but I'm not sure. But I can do a lot of this. I think I can do a lot of this just in Go, a lot of that stuff just in Go. So probably not. Yeah, so let's go with this one. It's a little bit lower hanging fruit, and we'll go and figure out the fingerprinting later on. So I'm pretty sure to get forms working, we basically just need to do form. Let's see if that works. I don't even know. We'll close our form here. Maybe we need to do on submit prevent, like same thing as the button. Do search. Prevent default, capture once. Oh, they don't have a... Oh, wait, this is JSX. I don't know if JSX applies to Svelte, so let's see. It does apply to Svelte. Stop once, passive. Okay, so maybe not that. Maybe Svelte has some kind of a thing. DOM events. Do they show about forms? On mouse move. Does it have a list? Prevent. Full list of modifiers. Prevent default. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Rockaboo. Prevent is not, I don't think if prevent is a Svelte thing, because event.prevent default exists in raw JavaScript, right? I think. Yeah. So I think Svelte just shortcuts it to be pipe prevent default. Oh, yeah. The template format. Yeah, I think it exists. It's just shorthand for like event.prevent default, I think. So let's see if this works. Where is it? Okay. I need a fave icon. I really need a fave icon. So there's a form. Okay. So do how to make HTML forms. Hey, I pressed enter. Well, I got to do it faster for you, Zenus. How to change the keycaps on your DOS keyboard. Boom. Okay, cool. Okay, so, wow, that was easy, really easy. Maybe, I wonder if I have to do, I don't know if I need to do searches or what. Maybe button type equals submit, and then I don't need the do search. Maybe that'll get the form to do it for me. Let's see, inspect. Button type equals submit, ABB. Okay, it worked. I probably should search something real. Beware of searching random stuff on stream. I'm gonna get kicked off. So no more, no more of that. Okay. Okay. So that's done. That's done. I want some better styling. And also I want a little spinner bar after you submit search before results are ready. Little spinner bar, and then what else? Autocomplete and type ahead suggestions. Cool. Rockaboo, I'll click on that later. On stream, I don't know. I trust you, but I don't know if I trust you that much to click on a link in the middle of the stream. Yeah, I'll check it out later. Oh, it's for my fave icon. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out, and I'll get it in for next stream. So let's see. Better styling, little spinner bar after you submit search, autocomplete and type ahead suggestions. Let's get real ambitious. That thing, what is it called in DuckDuckGo? DuckDuckGo. They're called bangs, but I don't want to search for bangs. That's another risky one on stream. DuckDuckGo helpers, I think. Template helpers. Maybe it's this. Template helpers used by DuckDuckGo. This doesn't look like right. That's right. DuckDuckGo GitHub modifier. I'll just write it down here. DuckDuckGo style bangs. For example, GitHub, etc. So what else do I want? Maps support, maps, and location. Oh, it is bang. Okay, Nicholas 008 query modifiers. Okay, let's try that. Oh, this looks okay. Search is that the one? Search syntax in title. Use search on other search engines. Okay. Cool. And then DuckDuckGo /bang. Oh, sweet. Okay. So actually there's kind of two things going on. I want to support their operators, and I want to support, well, I mean all this. Okay. So search operators, and also this. Okay, maps and location support. And then they also, DuckDuckGo also does, now I got to do a DuckDuckGo search, but it's only for purposes of research. Okay, so JavaScript event listener. I do that, and they pop up like a smart thing. I don't know what this is called, like a smart sidebar. Google does it too. Smart sidebar. Tries to guess something quick that you want and puts it on a side, puts it like just to the right. Something like that. That should be a pretty good docket for us in the next couple weeks, I think. Yeah. All right. Let me check this in. So what did we... Oh, I'm going to do one thing for Go. I always try to do this right before I check in. I do go mod tidy. So in the go.mod file, this has... sometimes this has more stuff than you actually require in your code. So like Go is aware of what you import in your code, and it's also aware of this file. So if they ever get out of sync, if this doesn't have all the things that you need, the next time you run a Go build, the Go tool will fill this out. But if this has more stuff than you need, the Go build or Go install process will not necessarily take that out. So you might have more stuff in here than you actually need. Go mod tidy will fix that. In this case, I didn't. So Go mod tidy was fast. But I like to do it always as just like a check. So let's check in. We got search working. Booyah. Okay, sweet. Let's push it up. So this code is all at /go search. You can always go check it out. Submit issues. If you really feel like writing some Go or JavaScript, pull requests always welcome, of course. There is my crazy well-worded commit message. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got it working. And yeah, all right. So I got to bounce. I'll be back Monday with Jennifer at 11 a.m. We're going to do more pointers in Go, more of like a learning session. Feel free to join. That's going to be fun. Pointers are, we haven't really seen pointers here. They're kind of interesting in Go because they're not as error prone as in C or C++. But they still have a lot of nuance, so they're pretty cool to talk about and Go. We're going to be learning them. I think it's week 3, learning pointers in Go. So check that out. Then Wednesday, 1:30 p.m. These are all Pacific time. So 1:30 Pacific on Wednesday. We're going to be doing more Kubernetes. I think we deployed an app last time. We deployed a pod last time. We're going to try to get the pod on the internet next. Yeah. Oh, wait. I think there's one more thing on this. Obviously, I'll be back 10 a.m. Pacific next Wednesday too. We did, we deployed this to ACI last time, I think. Didn't we? Well, let's Docker build. Unfortunately, I didn't. Oh, did I like write that in the README or something? Yeah, here it is. Okay. So I need to Docker build first. So Docker build -t /go search. I got to do this before we're done. I gots to. Oh yeah. Docker config. Nope. JSON. This is a new WSL2 bug. You got to take out the Docker credentials store. And you all can now see my auth key. That's pretty great. I'll have to roll that afterwards. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, great. I really should have switched to my secrets screen for that. Okay, so now Docker push /go search. This is my last ditch effort. I've got like 5 more minutes before I have to go and get ready for meeting. Push up to Docker Hub, and then we've got our AZ command here. Okay, let's try it. Come on. Oh, did it do it? Oh, it did it. Okay, go search. That was too fast. That was almost too fast. Well, okay, let's see. Go search.westus. Oh yeah, we gotta do 8080. Not found. Interesting. Really? Let's see if the API is there. Search term equals JavaScript. Okay, that works. So it's the old one. AZ container logs -f. Is it this one? Must be this one. Oh, go search. It's go search. Okay. -n go search -g Twitch. So this is AZ container logs This is get the logs, follow the logs for Go Search container under the Twitch resource group. Oh, it's -- follow. Okay. Get URI. What is happening here? It keeps scrolling. Scrolling. Maybe this didn't work. Oh, I wonder if I have to specify a follow. Or I have to specify like force repull. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to docker tag /go search. And I'm going to put a new tag on it so I don't have to figure out how to make ACI force, to make ACI repull the Docker image down to its system. Instead, I'm just going to specify a new tag to make it a different image. Docker tag /go search, /go search, colon, 2020 08 07. Docker push that. Cool. Okay, now we're going to go to our AZ container create, go search, put the new tag. Hey, Zan Preston, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I missed this, but sub RTR, if you're still on, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. So here we go. Things are going a little faster now, or a little slower, which is good because it's downloading the image and redeploying the image as well. Blah, blah, blah. Wait for it. Okay. This is actually a good sign that it's taking so long. But will it finish in time for me to go to my meeting? This is the suspense that we face. This is the suspense that we face. Let's do it. Come on, AZ. Come on, ACI. Let's do it. If you're not familiar, by the way, I should search with my search engine. I just can't believe I have my own search engine. Oh, yeah. I gotta run my search engine. Run it. Localhost 8080. Azure Container Instances. This is ACI. It's Docker run in the cloud, basically. Rockerboo, skip the meeting, get the fave icon added. I would love to, but this one I have to go to. I have skipped this meeting a couple times now, and I've skipped it like I couldn't avoid skipping it. I had something else already planned. So I really have to go to this. I've wanted to go to this one for a while. So I figured I'd give y'all 2 hours of my time, and I'd give the other person at the meeting some time as well. But I will be back. Actually, if I have time, I might be able to do another stream on this, a second stream on this next week. We'll see. I'll tweet it out, and you'll obviously get the notification too. Eric.dev, you should have skipped a bunch of meetings this week so you should stream. Haven't streamed all week. You should have. I've been looking forward to your streams. I've been missing your streams. Okay, so that's done. Go search.westus. Do I still have that up somewhere? Yeah. Okay, I want that about the API. Internal error. Well, that one's different than not found, I think. Internal error. View engine render. Okay, there's something about the template paths. So that is going to be a to-do for next time as well. Where is the to-do list? Probably do that first-ish. Figure out what's going on with ACI deploy. Oh, yeah, next week you're back. Sweet. You're going to make up for lost time. Yes. I can't wait. This is going to be so cool. Yeah. Are you doing your bot still? Because I want to steal your bot. I want to steal your bot to do all kinds of things because it's going to be extensible and it's in Go. It's right up my alley. It's super cool. Yeah, cool. Bot development and some streaming stuff. You're going to be streaming some streaming stuff. I'm checking out that too. All right, Cool. So if you're into it, come learn Go with me and Jennifer on Monday, 11 a.m. Check out eric.dev streams. Subscribe to him. If you haven't already, you'll get notified. See you Monday. If you're not there Monday, I'll see you Wednesday, 1:30. If you're not there Wednesday, I'll see you right back here at 10 a.m. Pacific for some more search engine goodness. And I might do some more of this. We're on a roll here, so I'm like super, super excited to keep going here. So yeah, we'll get some did I get the fave icon in here? No. Where is the fave icon? Yes, there it is. Rockerboo, I got you. Let me put the fave icon in. Get a fave icon. Courtesy Rockerboo. All right. That's it for real for me. I'm already going to be late. Oh yeah, eric.dev, give me access for sure. I'll lend a hand and I'll extend it to my stuff as well if I think of anything. All right, that's it for me for real. I'll see y'all on Monday, hopefully. Have a great weekend and stay safe. Later, all.